our launch of the UV light train. 250 meter cable, so there's no UV light train on the market for small diameter that does 250 meters. This light train comes in a 10 meter core, a 5 meter core, and a 2 meter core. This is the 2 meter patch kit. I'll just walk you through the general components so that you understand what's on the market. So this thing is controlled wirelessly from these antenna over here. So these are the brains over here, and if you look over there you'll see that there's antenna. There's your 250 meter cable. Here's gearing, if you see on that side there, and if you come around the front you'll see that there's a servo motor that controls it. There's a servo motor. You come around the back, you'll see there's a regulator for your air. This one is done for 110 volts for the American market because we believe it's the biggest market. We've got a step down transformer or step up for the South African market, but the brains is all in the software. So if you had a big bad mainline light train that you wanted to use, the principle is exactly the same. On this pad, it's a wireware pad, it wirelessly communicates with the brains. In here you tell it what resin you're going to use. So if you're going to use an acrylate, you want to pull back the speed at a slower speed than if you were going to use a polyester, because cheap and nasty polyesters at $2 a kilogram can go faster than $20 or $30 expensive acrylates. So you've got to choose your weapon, choose your ammunition, and choose your pullback speed correctly. Everybody tells me they've got these epoxies, but the prices are through the roof of epoxies. So you can use whatever resin you want. You just have to punch it in here. Then you'll get your pressure, your temperature, your hygrometry. You'll get your curing speed. All of your data for your quality control is in the software, and it is controlling the pullback speed. Let's go down this side. So this is just a little test one. It's a 2 meter train, and if you have a look, these things are robust. This thing can take a punch. You're going to struggle to get it around a DN 70 millimeter 3-inch 90. You're not going to get this easily around a 3-inch 90, but I'm telling you something, this will go beautifully around 4-inch 90s. It's perfect for 6-inch 90s. It's got a 4 megapixel camera. A 4 megapixel camera. You could use this for camera inspections. You know, it's a bit of a waste. You don't want to drag a light train for camera inspections. And then let's go into a little bit of the nitty-gritty of this baby. Now remember that these guys come in, they come in 10 meters. So everybody's 3D printing. So these are just 3D printed end caps. So the cable runs through this end cap, and you would actually terminate your translucent cal tube. Now these cal tubes are made in South Africa. The translucent cal tubes, we've been working at them for a long time, getting great lab results. So our translucent cal tubes get clamped onto here, your air goes in here, and then on the other end, which is here, you can actually see how the light train passes through. You are going to get a little bit of air loss, but we overcompensate that just with a slightly bigger compressor. So you will be pulling your light train through. We've got a rental program in South Africa. We rent these out because my business model is just to supply resin and epoxy. These things we give away at cost plus 10%, because at the end of the day, I need you to be installing with cutting edge UV. We don't want you to still be 2K. I mean, the work that people are doing where you've got as least weighing on site and mixing on site. We just want to supply pre-impregnated liners. Our partners, we've got amazing partners that do felt as well as glass. Of course, I'm a glass guy. I love glass. If you come a bit closer, you'll see that the quality of these fittings are machined beautifully. And if you look on the other side here, this is so robust. We got military grade stuff. These things can take the punch. It is super, super cool stuff. So welcome to 2022. I'm grateful that we've got amazing partners that develop these. We are not the inventors of it. We are merely standing on the shoulders of giants. Thank you.